Welcome back. Today we are unpacking the absolute blueprint for a cinematic, highly emotional documentary about, frankly, one of the greatest athletes to ever walk the earth. We're going to break down this classic hero's journey, taking all the raw data, the intense struggles, and the unmatched triumphs from our sources to distill the true essence of Lionel Messi's story. We're talking high stakes, incredible tactical growth, and a legacy that's just larger than life. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to picture the scene. You can almost feel the dust kicking up from the small, sun-baked streets of Rosario, Argentina, right? You can practically hear the rhythmic thud of a battered football hitting a brick wall. So how does a kid playing on these humble, tightly knit local fields somehow transcend his reality to become a global icon, someone recognized in literally every corner of the world? Well, that is the foundational question of this entire explainer. To truly get this journey, we aren't just going to rattle off statistics today. No way. We're exploring the blueprint of an ultra-realistic 4K sports documentary. Think epic, emotional storytelling. We need to visualize the slow-motion action, the sweat, the grit, that epic background music swelling in our ears. Imagine the dramatic lighting that paints every single victory and every crushing defeat with intense emotion. It's all about capturing the actual feeling of greatness, not just the cold, hard facts.
Section 1. The Dream in Rosario, a Passion Ignited. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that behind those early displays of raw talent and that burning passion for the game, there's a rock-solid bedrock of family support. Our sources really emphasize these childhood memories because, well, they're the anchor. Before the whole world knew his name, it was his family who believed in the dream first. It just proves that even the most legendary, seemingly impossible journeys require a strong foundation of love and belief to actually get off the ground. Section 2. Forging Talent at La Masia. Trials and Hard Work. Mapping out this transition is wild because it reveals the sheer determination required. We start off with his early childhood on those local fields of Rosario, and then boom, a massive leap. At just 13 years old, he arrives at FC Barcelona's famed academy, La Masia. And look, it wasn't some instant success story. Moving into his mid-teens, the source highlights intense struggles and relentless, grueling training sessions. It was a massive period of adaptation, fighting through physical and emotional challenges so far away from home. But through sheer grit, we arrive at his late teens, the mastering of professional football skills. That raw talent from Rosario was finally painstakingly forged into a professional weapon.
Section 3. Conquering FC Barcelona, the breakthrough.
Okay, imagine the electric atmosphere of Camp Nou. Nearly 100,000 fans absolutely roaring as one. We see his debut, and then it's just a cascade of unforgettable moments. The first goals, those amazing, literal physics-defying dribbling skills, magical passes that, honestly, no one else on the pitch even saw coming. And eventually, he's breaking global records that had stood for decades. This is that sequence of the documentary filled with dynamic, high-speed highlight reels of a player who is literally redefining the sport in real time. Moving to Section 4. Rivalries and Evolution. The Making of a Legend. And this brilliantly illustrates the incredible transformation that occurred during these high-pressure years. You can almost hear the fans cheering in the background as we talk about this. His early years were all about raw talent, incredible solo goals, and just pure, unadulterated instinct. But as he entered his veteran era, amidst fierce rivalries and those dramatic stadium atmospheres, he couldn't rely on speed alone anymore. He underwent a massive evolution as a player. He developed absolute tactical mastery, constantly reading the game several steps ahead of everyone else on the grass. This evolution builds into an undeniable legacy, and this breakdown really captures the sheer, overwhelming volume of his success. We see individual mastery marked by multiple Ballon d'Or victories, then European dominance, cemented by unforgettable Champions League moments, and shifting to national glory with the Copa America, all leading right up to the pinnacle, the FIFA World Cup. It's an incredible structural view of dominance, but we absolutely must remember that every single piece of hardware on this list was paid for with the sweat and struggle we talked about earlier at La Masia. Section 5. Ultimate World Cup Triumph. The Abyss and the Glory. Heartbreaks. We really need to stop and feel the weight of this word. Because for years, playing for the Argentina national team brought immense pressure and absolutely excruciating near misses. A truly cinematic documentary doesn't shy away from this abyss. It lingers on the agonizing defeats, the intense media scrutiny, and the massive emotional toll of carrying the hopes of an entire nation on his shoulders.
But that darkness is exactly what makes the dawn so blindingly bright. The narrative swings wildly from the lowest lows to the highest imaginable highs. Through pure, unrelenting determination, the heartbreak is finally shattered. Imagine the slow motion footage of the emotional tears of joy, the sheer release of decades of pressure, culminating in that iconic, absolutely unforgettable celebration, lifting the ultimate trophy, the FIFA World Cup. It is, without a doubt, the emotional peak of our story. So the crucial point is right here: millions. This victory wasn't just a personal triumph, it was a massive, collective release for millions and millions of fans celebrating worldwide. That staggering number is what truly cements his legendary status. He didn't just win a football tournament, he unified a global fan base in a moment of pure, transcendent joy. Section 6. A legend's enduring legacy, inspiring the future. The deafening cheers slowly fade into this emotive, epic musical score, casting long shadows on the grass under the stadium lights. We see the legends simply walking on the pitch, taking a quiet moment to look back at an absolutely unmatched career. But this ending, it isn't just about the past, it's all about the future. His journey now serves as a massive beacon, inspiring young players in every corner of the world who are right now kicking a ball against a wall, dreaming of their very own impossible journey. As the screen fades to black, the message is crystal clear. From a small boy with a dream to a football legend, it perfectly, beautifully encapsulates the unbelievable narrative arc we've just explored together. We've seen the blueprint of a truly cinematic journey today, from the dusty streets of Rosario all the way to the summit of the world. Messi achieved his ultimate dream not just through raw talent, but through a relentless, unbreakable determination to overcome every single heartbreak and challenge thrown his way. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. What impossible dream are you walking toward today? Thanks so much for exploring this amazing story with me, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.